Fellow Nigerians, the cabal are fighting back, and we saw this coming. They cannot see their livelihood, their means of existence. Since the cabal are quite hopeless people, they cannot exist without leeching on the government. So seeing us wage this war against them, as we could expect and predict, they are fighting hard back. That is why all across the media, you will see all these statements where they are saying hate speech, fake news. What's the fake news? Somebody please, in response to this video, tell me what the fake news is. I don't know what that fake news is that they are talking about. And the ruling government, APC and PDP, the ruling parties, are the leaders in fake news. They've always done it. So why this sudden talk about fake news? Even you'll see the Sultan of Sokoto shouting, fake news, hate speech should be criminalized. The only reason why we are hearing this right now is the cabal are fighting back. When I think about it, when I think of what story is fake news, the only story I know was the story about Buhari's sickness. And they are the ones who spread fake news. They say he's hale and hearty. Buhari came back, he said, I've never been this sick in my life. They keep locking him up in Aso Rock to kill him instead of taking him to London. It's after I wrote my article that they are killing him in Aso Rock before they took him to London for therapy. So the only fake news is coming from their side. But the reason why you're going to see these things in the papers every day, the reason why you hear Osimanjo say, oh, this thing is going to be terrorized, fake news is terrorism, blah, 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 is because they are afraid of our power. The cabal own the media. Go and look at Vanguard. Look at Premium Times. Premium Times headline right now, you will see Atiku said he agrees with this thing, quit notice that they have withdrawn. You will see Dangote is building this thing. Niger government has given some. You will see all those things under news. Go and send your articles to Premium Times. Send your articles to Vanguard. Nobody will publish the normal masses. The cabal rule everything. They have control over the mainstream media. But the fact that we are able to penetrate through social media and spread awareness that Nigerians are ready to fight for our independence from Nigeria PLC, that we are ready to send the cabal on self-exile, they are beginning to panic. They are panicking at the power of the youth. That means our struggle is going to be victorious. We are on the path of victory. Fellow Nigerians, the cabal own the mainstream media. We own the streets. Continue to spread this word that at last Nigeria is going to snatch itself back from the claws of this ravenous cabal, from these vultures who have been looting us and owning our lives since 1960. Fellow Nigerians, continue to spread this message around on the streets, in the market squares, your Twitter handle, everywhere. Cabal must go. They will go. I was in Nigeria 2 weeks ago. It was pathetic. One of the problems in Nigeria right now is a lot of people are so used to this level of this dejected. They treat us like rats. The story of rats in Aso Rock is not by accident. That's the way they look at Nigerians. They treat us like rats. The way we live in Nigeria, are we the worst in the world? I passed through Ghana. Ghana airport is like American airport. Just take a look. Just take a look at Ghana airport toilet. Can you see that? See how clean it is. Okay, look at it. Amazingly clean. Amazing. And there is soap to wash your hands. You see, Ghana airport toilet. Amazing. Amazingly clean. I was in Dubai, the same visit, the same trip. I was in Dubai. Everything works, everything is beautiful. Only Nigeria. Why? They are happy and satisfied with us living like rodents, like rats in that country. Simple things, simple law enforcement. What does it take if police are still collecting our money on the street for the IGP to be fired? These things are done. These things happen. But we have useless governments here. John Magufuli in Tanzania is sacking everybody all over. Why should police, instead of policing the country, be collecting money on the streets? That is why one of the main policies that I'm going to bring about, God willing, when I become president of Nigeria in 2019, straight away, I'm going to create Ministry of Brain Regain. Because it's not like I'm disrespecting Nigerians at home, but we living at home become so used to this pathetic lifestyle of dependence on handouts from the cabal, thinking things cannot work, that we have forgotten how to even make it work. So when people like Osimanjo and people who have chronically lived at home come into government, they do not know how a real working society works, and they do not know what to do. But a lot of us who have lived abroad, the Ministry of Brain Regain is going to drag back, entice. We're going to offer and employ, at least in your departments where you have maybe 5 directors, 2 will be repatriated Nigerians who have worked with fire department in New York, who have worked with NYPD, who know how police works and know that police must not be collecting money. They must be securing people. But this government, they leave the police to protect the cabal, and then they allow the police to be collecting money. They are still collecting money. Enter Muritala Mohammed Airport, the toilet, there is no soap. But when you're flying through the airport, you see people standing saying, waiting, Oga, waiting you give for us, waiting for us now. What does it take to tell them that anybody that asks somebody for money at the airport is fired? But the government likes us to continue to be at the bottom in earth, like as if black people are terrible, as if Nigerians cannot improve. We can improve. We just need to open up and do things in a different way with a real strong leadership that understands how things are run. Fellow Nigerians, the media does not give access to the things we say. You understand? All the media, send them your article. It will go into opinion. It will not go on news. You will see articles comment on news. Dangote's comment on news. Obasanjo's comment on news. How do we allow this? We allow these pathetic criminals. You see, when you're talking about free speech, they say, oh, fake news. You see, they're talking, say, oh, fake news, hate speech. What about robber speech? Robbers, Halliburton, Atiku, robbers, Dangote, robbers who have stolen our money clearly. Clearly, when Buhari was going to London, say, I'm opening Halliburton case. That's all them, Obasanjo, Atiku, all of them. When he came by, I say, I'm closing it. Keeping the robbers. Now, the robbers now collect your media. They buy your media space. Their comments are in news, in media. Send article to Premium Times, send article to Vanguard, send article to any of them. If at all they publish it to be in opinion. So they are trying to control the space. We are going to reform this electoral process. Okay, we are going to force reformation of electoral process, or we will not vote. Money cannot be used. Cabal cannot continue. By the time we enter leadership of that country, any cabal we carry money, pay media. Everybody will answer for where that money came from. They will never be able to pay media and control the media again. So many nice Nigerians are doing decent things, opening things all over. The media will not carry it. They are launching nice charity programs. They do not have the looted stash of them Dangote, but they have small money and they are doing little things. The media doesn't carry it. So the media allows this cabal to top headlines so that it keeps brainwashing us. Fellow Nigerians, sanitize yourself from mainstream media. Clear away from them. It's time for alternate media. It's time for our social media. They shall not suppress us. All this they are talking about hate speech, fake news is all because they are trying to suppress us. But we are fighting this fight on the streets. The head of Cabal Must Go WhatsApp forum, the anchor, said he was in a taxi. The taxi driver told him, Cabal must go. Keep spreading this message on the streets. When they see the undertakers, when they see the immortals, the army of immortals, thousands of Nigerians who are ready for our independence, there is no way they will stop us. This is Dr. Perry Brimer. Cabal Must Go. Follow us at Cabal Must Go on Facebook, at Cabal Must Go on Twitter. Follow our WhatsApp group. This struggle, we will gain our independence from Nigeria PLC. By God's grace, we will die fighting this war.